if you don't want to be spoiled, you need to leave now because I'm talking about Violet's Signet. Okay, I gave them fair warning. I gave them time to scroll away. If they get spoiled, that's on them, not my fault. All right, with Violet's second signet, the reason it is so dangerous isn't just because she can go into somebody's dream. It is because she can go into their dreams and she can plant ideas. If you don't know what I mean, see the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Inception.
They say we only use a fraction of our brain's true potential. Now, that's when we're awake. When we're asleep, our mind can do almost anything.
Such as?
Well, imagine you're designing a building, right? You consciously create each aspect. But sometimes it feels like it's almost creating itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I'm discovering it.
Genuine inspiration, right? Now, in a dream, our mind continuously does this. We create and perceive our world simultaneously, and our mind does this so well that we don't even know what's happening. That allows us to get right in the middle of that process.
How?
By taking over the creating part. Now, this is where I need you. You create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their subconscious.
They plant an idea, and the person literally thinks it's their idea, and they act on it. They make it come to fruition in the real world. They can change things, manipulate things, do many different things in a dream in order to have them bring it to life in the real world, to make an outcome happen that they need to happen. Now, in the film Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, what they do in order to wake up is they have to have an unaliving event that scares them awake, a jump scare.
Give him the kick. What? Broke him.
And he splashes down into the tub, but his physical body thinks he's drowning and has been pew-pewed. And so he sits up and he's awake again in the real world. Now, you go back and you look at what Violet did to wake herself up. She stabbed herself in the leg with her pointy sticky thing in order to pull her out of the dream, in order to break whatever bond Berwin might have thought in his little pea brain that he might have on her, because he's thinking of the generals. He's going to be the far most powerful if he can get the two powerful people on the continent under his tutelage. So he thought he could get her in a dream, but she realized this, number one, is not my dream. And number two, how do you wake up? You hurt yourself, or you scare yourself, or you think yourself out of something. Okay, I've remastered dreams when I'm sleeping. I've had dreams where they were starting to turn into a really horrific nightmare. And I remember thinking my way out of it being a nightmare, and suddenly the dream changed into something light and definitely not scary. And I jokingly say my mind is a scary place, and damn, is it scary sometimes. But with Violet, she'll be able to go into, say, Dane Atos's dad's mind through his dreams when he's sleeping, because he won't have knowledge of how to shield against someone who can do this, someone who can walk into his dream and plant an idea, to incept an idea into his head that will make him think it's his idea and that he has to act on it. That is why the Irids were like, what you gave her was far more dangerous than anything else in existence. Think about all the things you could do if you could manipulate somebody's thoughts. Spoilers for Onyx Storm.